Go.
Me and my partner made a map of downtown Greenville.
Water changed the land by weathering and eroding the land around the reedy.
Well, the water moves by creating landforms like valleys, canyons, or deltas. For our project, we have a bridge, a sewage treatment plant, a river, a mountain, and a source and a mouth. All landform objects need a compass rose. It tells you where to go from north, south, east, and west.
Let me explain about this map. The clouds, rain, and the sun goes down the hill, and that creates a runoff, then runs into a canyon region. At the end, it divides into two rivers around a canyon island and into a lake. That's how it's done.
How moving water created our landform. Our moving water was created a canyon because it weathered the rock. Also, our moving water created a valley. When the water goes through the valley, it moves slower than a canyon. The water moves slower at the valley when it is at the canyon. One water divide is a mountain. Water flows down the mountain as a runoff. The water flows into the mouth. Our stream moves slower than it does when it connects to the Reedy River. Hope you liked our watershed.
Explain what's happening from the beginning. The water came from a mountain and went down a hill and separated into a river and stream. The river formed a valley. It formed this by not moving so fast, which made a V-shaped valley. The stream made a canyon. It made this by moving rapidly, forming a steep-walled canyon.
Finally, the water flows into the ocean where it ends. This is how the water made landforms in my map. This is how the Reedy River starts. At the top of the mountain, rain falls. The water runs off, then the canyons form by fast-moving water. The Falls Bridge is a landform in downtown Greenville. Then we have two mountains as dividers. Then the pond that is the mouth of the river.
We made a model, and this is what it is. So first the river comes down the side of the mountain and continues for a long time until hitting a pond. While going down the river, another stream goes into the river. That stream made a valley that goes downhill to that river. When it reaches the pond, it stays there for a while until going out a river. While that river goes to the ocean, it travels underneath the bridge that is made through Myers Beauty.
Plus, it's a great place to stop because there's a zoo nearby. That is our
Raise landforms by running water moving downhill. As it flows to the ocean, water shapes the appearance of land. The valley gets its shape from effects of running water. The soil gets very soft and it forms into a V shape by very wet soil. The canyon gets its steep walls from erosion and weathering of soft rock. Water flows down the mountain and it forms little ice marks.
drip, drip, drip. The moving water in our map changed landforms by precipitation on the mountains. Then the snow melted off the mountains into runoff. The runoff ran down the mountains and then made the Reedy River.
The water came from precipitation. The running water formed a valley, and then the Reedy River went through it. The workers had to build a bridge for people to get across. This is how our watershed map formed.
Moving water can make a landform by wind, water, and sand and dirt. Go.
The moving water changes our landforms because the running water makes them fall. The water comes from the water cycle from its evaporation, condensation, precipitation, and runoff. The water makes our canyon and our pond.
Moving water creates landforms because it can cause erosion and it can form lakes and ponds.
It goes to the valley and then it goes to the canyon.
Then it goes to the lake and it keeps on evaporating in the air. Then it rains.
Sometimes there is a bridge over the stream. Water is so fun to learn about.
You think you know? Well, you don't. Weathering can break down mountains.
The water comes from a fast-moving river, and the river weathered the ground down to a mountain and a canyon, and the water mixed to a dirt spot and made mud. The water also made a pond too by breaking down the grass.
Newsflash.
Watersheds need many things to make it a watershed, such as mountains, valleys, canyons, and any body of water, and much more.
We are going to show you all these things in our model. We have 2 bodies of water, 2 water dividers, and many attractions. We believe that we created a fantabulous watershed.
Wow, it's cool how water can create bigger things like canyons and valleys, but I'm going to be talking about canyons. Well, it's a big rocky mountain-like thing that was created by water. The canyon was flat before water hit it. Now it's curved with jagged ends and broke apart.
The valley is formed by erosion that was formed when it was rained on for years and years. The rain would run off the land and form a valley. The water kept flowing, and finally a valley was formed. That's how valleys and canyons are formed.
Stop.